Hello, welcome back. I'm guessing right now we should probably report to Commander Chan about the information we found out in the last video.
Captain, what do you have to report?
The Bortas chased off the warbirds.
One Klingon ship chased off 3 warbirds?
Not only that, it disabled and captured one of them.
I think I'll send Captain Kedra a bottle of Saurian brandy along with my thanks.
He certainly earned it. According to his prisoners, the Romulans are not interested in invading the Federation, at least not yet. Apparently they're heading for the Zetanis Nebula.
That nebula has no strategic value. What are they looking for?
We believe they're seeking an ancient weapon built by the Chodak.
The Chodak? I've heard the stories. Some kind of star-eating superweapon hidden in the nebula. But they're just stories. The Romulans wouldn't risk war over a myth.
But the Romulans never do anything without considering all the consequences. Perhaps there's more truth to these stories than we realized.
All right, Captain. A pair of Klingon attack cruisers have just arrived in the sector to support us. I think we can manage without you. If you want to investigate this Chodak weapon further, you're free to do so.
Thank you, Commander. I intend to get to the bottom of this.
Sir, we are receiving a signal from Starfleet. It is Admiral Williams.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't ignore this.
On screen. Greetings, Admiral. What can we do for you?
Captain, Commander Chan notified us of your findings. Your suspicions that this was not a full-scale invasion appear to be correct. The Romulan incursion appears to be limited to the sectors between the neutral zone and the Zetanis Nebula.
We must find out what they're really after.
Agreed. The recurring thread through all this seems to be the Chodak. Do you have any ideas where to begin?
Most of the surviving Chodak ruins are in Romulan space. However, we recently discovered a new site on Phrygius. There's also a Vulcan archaeologist, Shaynok, who's an expert on the Chodak. I'll attempt to contact him as well.
All right, Captain. Good luck. Williams out.
What are your orders, Captain?
What's our orders? I guess we should probably head back to Phrygius.
Lay in a course for Shonoisho Epsilon 6, Warp 5.
Aye, sir.
Engage.
Yeah, forgive my ignorance there. I was looking for Phrygius, and I forgot it was actually called Shonyoishoi Epsilon 6. Oh well.
Captain, an urgent message is coming in from Chancellor Larak of Phrygius.
On screen.
Captain Picard, a Romulan warbird has invaded our system. You promised to defend us. Please come as quickly as you can.
Well, we're already on our way, thankfully.
Captain's log supplemental. We have arrived at Phrygius in response to a distress call from Chancellor Larak. Although he claims to have been attacked by the Romulans, we can find no evidence that any battle ever took place.
Sensors are picking up a vessel.
Yellow alert.
A Romulan warbird is on sensors. We are
Targeting
being
Romulan
hailed.
warbird.
Locking weapons.
Mr. Worf, you have
Torpedo
tactical.
away. Torpedo locked.
No damage.
We are being hailed.
We who are about to die salute you.
Direct hit. The Romulan warbird has been destroyed.
Alert cancelled. Condition green.
I cannot begin to thank you for coming to our rescue. If I can help you in any way, please let me know.
I'd like to beam a team down to your planet and talk with you more directly.
You and your crew will be most welcome.
Yeah, these Romulan warbirds are falling apart very easily. I've even upped the difficulty to lieutenants, or lieutenant, however you, depending where you come from. So yeah, anyway, let's get back down to this planet.
Beam down coordinates selected.
And I'm guessing that we should let Picard take the lead on this one.
Thank you for allowing us to beam down.
I welcome you in the Lawgiver's name. Although the sects have refused to help, I am more than willing to assist you.
Apparently this is going to be revealing quite a bit of lore that we need to remember. We'll start from the top.
The ancient Chodak have suddenly assumed great importance in galactic affairs. We were hoping you could tell us some more about them.
Our people have always been fascinated by the ruins found when our ancestors arrived here. Over the years, we have learned many things about the Chodak society and technology.
What do you know about Chodak technology?
We do not fully understand the principles behind it, but we've been able to make some of it function. The chameleon field that disguises our world, for example, is a Chodak invention.
What else have you discovered about Chodak technology?
They had an unusual way of navigating that seemed to be based on how long it took to travel between different points at a particular speed. Unfortunately, I don't know how they defined their basic units, so I can't be more specific.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Chodak technology?
They created special shielding materials which could block out any transporter beams we know of, yet their own transporters could pass through them easily.
What else have you discovered about Chodak technology?
They use devices similar to isolinear rods as keys to many of their machines. Here, let me give you one.
How does it work?
When this programmer is twisted around the rod's end, it can alter the rod's settings, making it a sort of all-purpose key. If you use the programmer properly, you can activate almost any Chodak machine or computer.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Chodak technology?
The crowning glory of their technology was something called the Unity device that made it possible for them to control their far-flung empire.
Do you have any more details about this Unity device?
I think it was a superweapon with almost unlimited powers. When the Chodak lost it somehow, their empire fell apart almost immediately.
What do you know about Chodak society?
Their empire spanned this quadrant, encompassing tens of thousands of star systems. It endured for 100,000 years. Then, 900,000 years ago, it disintegrated, almost overnight.
It's unusual for such an immense empire to last that long. What was the secret of their success?
They had a talent for administration. They had an entire planet called Alanor, from which they ruled their empire. The bureaucracy must have been colossal.
What else do you know about Chodak history?
We believe that the group which settled here and built these structures was not from the mainstream of Chodak society.
Why do you say that?
For one reason, this is a very small base. The structures the Chodak built could not have held more than a few thousand people. This could not have been a major colony.
And for another?
The Chodak settlers often referred to Alinor as the seat of evil, and frequently said that the Unity device, the Empire's chief means of control, had to be destroyed.
Perhaps the settlers here were similar to your own ancestors, fleeing an established society to pursue a different vision.
Perhaps, but I suspect the Chodak here played a far more active role. This outpost was only inhabited for a few decades, which coincided almost exactly with the end of the Empire as a whole.
These reasons are not strong grounds for believing the settlers here were rebels.
There are 1,000 more small clues, all pointing to the same conclusion, but there is one major mystery which could resolve the question completely.
What is this mystery?
A century ago, our scientists found a Chodak data crystal. We believe it contains the answers we seek, but unfortunately, the crystal is extremely old and fragile. Our equipment is not sophisticated enough to read it without destroying it.
Perhaps the Enterprise's computers could read your Chodak data crystal safely.
Very well, I will entrust the crystal to you. All I ask is that you share whatever you discover to satisfy our own curiosity.
If you'll excuse me, I have other duties to attend to. Perhaps we can talk again later.
As you wish. May the spirit of the lawgiver guide your path through the stars.
We've done all we can here. Beam us up. Chancellor Larac was most helpful. We now know what the Romulans are seeking.
Do you think the Romulans have really found the Unity device?
We know already if they had.
The device is that powerful?
I'm not sure, but without it, an empire which spanned this entire section of the galaxy disintegrated overnight.
What are your orders, Captain?
Yeah, we should probably check in with Shannock. Maybe he can be helpful.
Set course for Horst 3, Warp 5.
Aye, sir.
Engage.
Captain, the ship's computer has completed its attempt to read the damaged Chodak data crystal we received from Chancellor Larac.
Any success, Mr. Data?
Only in part, sir. Much of the information was corrupted, as we had feared, but there is one section that may be of interest in our current situation. As Chancellor Larac guessed, Frigis was indeed a rebel base. The crystal explains how the rebels stole information from the main computer on Alinor and used it to attack the Unity device itself. The rebels used a programmable encryption rod to access Alinor's main computer and learn vital information about the Unity device. This information was then used to plan a raid against the Unity device. There is then a corrupted section and a brief mention of a space freighter called the Rinkel. I am not certain what the connection is between the freighter and the raid. The complete text of the information may of course be found in the ship's computer.
Okay, while we're on our way, let's see if I can find it.
Primary core access enabled. Systems online.
I think this is it. Oh, here we go. I will, of course, add these to the threads. But if you want to read them, just feel free to pause. Okay.
Sensors are picking up a vessel.
We should probably see who they are.
Intercept the target.
Helm, plot an intercept course.
Yellow alert.
A Romulan warbird is on sensors. We
ship
are
is
being
decloaking.
hailed. Locking weapons. Enemy ship is firing.
Fire.
We are being... The shields are holding.
Are we doing anything?
Mr. Worf, you have tactical.
There we
Captain,
go.
I am honored. Locking weapons.
I should probably visit a starbase at some point to refuel and rearm ourselves. Why are you doing anything, Worf?
Do you need a moment, Captain? I understand you humans need to pray before death.
You know as well as I that our ships are evenly matched. A fight is in nobody's best interest.
I am very much interested in a fight, Captain. The destruction of the Enterprise will be a great boost to my career.
Fire.
No damage.
Torpedo away. Torpedo locked.
Fire.
Savor your victory while you can, Captain. You will find it short-lived.
The Romulan warbird has been destroyed.
The next one I will take control of and just see how badly I do. I have attempted to do some in the past, and they didn't really end that well, but we will see.
Helm, standard orbit.
Captain's log. We have arrived at Horse 3 to request some advice from the noted Vulcan archaeologist, Shinnok. Instead, all we have found here is a recorded message buoy broadcasting continuously.
To whoever hears this message, the sudden incursion into this region of space by a flotilla of Romulan warships has made this remote expedition untenable. For the safety of my crew, I have decided to abandon this site temporarily. In the name of science, I ask that you do not disturb my work on this planet. There is one site that requires special care. The Chodak site seems to have a field that camouflages it to normal sensors. I located it mostly by accident. There is a platform jutting out part way down a deep shaft in the ground. Further investigation has been blocked by an ancient rock slide.
As much as I would like to honor Shinnok's request to leave the site alone, we don't have that luxury. The current situation makes it imperative that we learn where this planet Alanor is. This Chodak base may have the information we need. We should form an away team at once to investigate this shaft that Shinnok spoke of, but we'll have to be careful to disturb as little on the site as possible.
Okay, yeah, let's head down.
Beam down coordinates selected.
Yeah, this team should be suitable. I'm not too sure if we need the red shirts at one point, but I'm going to stick to the main cast for now.
Those spires are fascinating. I wonder whether they're natural or whether the Chodak sculpted them that way. This platform dates back to the Chodak Empire. We may be standing on the brink of an important discovery. I wonder if there could be anything behind this pile of rubble.
Well, there's not much we can do here at the moment.
This site has the potential to significantly advance our knowledge of the Chodak. We should investigate everything carefully.
This site could really help us understand Chodak technology better. We should examine everything carefully.
Unlike the ruins on Frigis, this site has been unused for thousands of centuries. We could learn a lot about the Chodak if we explore carefully.
Okay, well, let's destroy this rubble. I thought we were meant to be careful with this. Okay, let's try maximum setting. Here we go.